mustache tells fortunes in the cards. The major arcana shows my facial hair's in charge. Read your future in my perfectly waxed ends. The fool and magician say we're more than just friends. Twist and turn, twist and turn, twist and turn. Watch it turn.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to my once weekly show. I am here with the lovely TarotStache. Cheers.
Cheers.
If you liked any of the products that you saw in that video, I have the link in the description as well as in the chat. You won't regret it because you can't have too much Gerald. So,
as always, please make sure you purchase responsibly, know your limits, and we're here to share, not to sell.
Yes, we're just spreading joy.
Absolutely.
So I want to say hi to some lovely people who are dropping in. Jacqueline, you're not early, you're just fine. We were just chatting backstage and catching up. Okay, Annie Bear is here. It's lovely to see you. Welcome, Annie Bear. Standing in Light, that is a beautiful name. The lovely Jane is here. Thank you for the picture. Oh, it's lovely to see you. And I will go ahead and put your question in, Kaylee. It's lovely to see you. Hope you're doing well, sweetie. Then everyone's asking about Jane. I love that. Okay. Oh, Hershey's here. Oh, Garnet's here too. Garnet, Astrological Tarot, Gerald.
Hello, hello.
The lovely Hershey is here. Oh, we're sending positive and healing vibes to you too. Thank you so much, Hershey. We appreciate you. If you guys hear a rumbling in the background, that's just like drills and jackhammers, okay? So just the truth. So,
how long has that been going on? 2 weeks?
Well, total 8.
8 weeks. Oh, goodness.
Yeah, but the height of it, we're into the 4th week now. So that's why we haven't done a boomer mill. That's why we've just kind of been having to take a step back because of all of the the eclipses are happening in Jonathan's 4th house of real estate and home. And it's right on his moon. So the astrologer in me is like, this is fascinating. But, you know, I'm kind of Dr. Fauci when it comes to this kind of stuff. So I have to kind of pull back and go, okay, yeah. The 3D is not so fun. So,
oh, yeah.
And yes, new models always take longer. Yeah, we're dealing with, they're pulling up all of the plants in the courtyard because I guess the ceiling fell through to the retail beneath us. So,
no.
Yes, and so I looked at the building plans, and the building was built in 1994, 31 years ago. So it's going through its Saturn return. So that's what we're doing.
Congratulations, Saturn returns for your building. Oh my gosh.
It's 30 plus years, so it's headed toward that. But
yeah. Oh
my goodness. So while we wait for your guys' questions, I'm just going to let everybody know how the show works. We go to tippers first, and then we move into lightning round. Additionally, so many background noise is getting to me. I do morning shows now. That was inspired by Jamie and Gerald, who just put a bug in my ear and said, hey, you should talk about like the moon cycles or journaling or something like that. And it just kind of started and rolled. And so I talk about the moon cycle. I talk about the major, like right now, I'm talking a little bit about the moon, but I'm talking about this eclipse that's coming up.
Yes.
One on the 14th, I said, beware the Ides of March, lots of things were going to happen. And now we've got the 29th one coming. And so I'm getting lots of remedies out there. Tomorrow, I'm going to do Saturn in Pisces because Saturn is going to be joining the eclipse as it's happening. So, yeah, I know. Like, whoa. So, yeah.
And speaking of which, I actually went and did the chart so that I could follow along.
Oh my goodness, I love that. Thank you.
Because it's one of those things that it's helpful because you read and you talk about where people's each of the signs. So it's very informative. So
I'll have lots of slides for you, Jane, because Jane was like, more slides. And then Rose Blue and some wonderful chatters over on Allie's channel, Heart Centered Tarot, recommended that I start doing celebrities. So I did one on AOC this morning. So excellent. I take your guys's like opinions seriously. Someone that Rose Blue said to Jasmine Crockett, I'm already on it. So just know that I'm here for y'all, and I'm really excited to do these things for you. So go ahead and email me, or like just say that the easiest thing is to just comment in the chat what you guys would like to see, and I'm happy to do astrological charts for you because I live for them. Okay.
Mhm.
So that said, Gerald, what do you have coming up? Anything fun, exciting, creative?
Well, Jane the Seeker and I just did a Tuesdays with TarotStache exclusively on Jane the Seeker Tarot. And Linda de Gonzalez is hosting me tomorrow for readings, and don't tell anybody, but we're going to be doing readings using this deck. We had the artist and author come on and joined us for a deck casual, and we're going to be doing readings specifically about what we've forgotten. So, and that'll be really great messages for everybody. And then on Friday, I have a rock, paper, scissors with Alice and Richie.
Yay!
Yeah. And then I've got other shows lined up. And just before we went live, I was confirming some things and getting back with some people. So I'm looking forward to this. So it's
Love
great.
that. I'm looking forward to the rock, paper, scissors. Yeah, those are great guests, and those are just really fun shows. I love your ideas. You're so creative.
Well, and this rock, paper, scissors will be the caffeinated and unfiltered version.
Oh, fun.
Because Richie, Alice, and I just sort of love the caffeinated and unfiltered. Mm-hmm. So, and believe it or not, I went out of town with a friend she had a spiritual celebration, and she invited me to join, and I was getting some information from one of her teachers, and the teacher said, you have to be very careful about how you tell people things when you do your divination, because you can come off the wrong way. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm definitely caffeinated and unfiltered. Definitely caffeinated and unfiltered. But so I did.
Well, Rose Blue says, Mom asked me to visit sooner. So she says it's hard for herself, night alone at home. Well, that's great. Thank you for the update, Rose Blue. We really appreciate that. And the lovely Hershey says, I just got my copy, caffeinated unfiltered, my copy of the deck today. I'll be reading it tonight. That is awesome, Hershey. I can't wait to see what you find out.
Yeah.
And then I think Jane said, did you see the giant sunspot? It's almost half the sun and it looks like a black hole. Okay, well, we have an eclipse coming. That's going to be a big one.
Yes. Well, and just above that one, Annie Bear has been weepy today. I'm tired, up since 2:30 a.m. And I think the fact that you are weepy, it's one of the ways, and correct me if I'm wrong, but with all of the energy that's going on, people who are connected, they're empaths, they have certain things in their charts, that weepiness is helping to release it and to process it so it doesn't get stuck. And because that's a lot of us have been feeling that way. Yeah. And but that's, I'm glad, I hope you're honoring that and inviting it in for a cup of coffee and then throwing it out. Don't invite it to stay. It's like, you can stare at the void. You can glance at the void, but don't stare at it.
It's not good to look at eclipses either. That's the whole reason behind them is,
yes.
Yes, it's from a distance, definitely.
Yeah.
Thank you, Carol. That was very helpful for Annie Bear. Oh my gosh. So we're not getting a lot of questions in today. Not a lot of people have come in yet. So while we're waiting for questions to come in, I'm going to go ahead and do this.
TarotStache. 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 crystal ball and facial hair, mystical beyond compare, future told with perfect style, magic makes it all worthwhile, reading cards with flair divine, every symbol stands in line. TarotStache, 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 TarotStache.
We can never have too much stash. Visit tarotstache.printify.me. Purchase responsibly.
That just makes me chuckle every time I've seen it. And you sent that to me, and every once in a while I'll play it, and I'm just like going, "Oh my gosh, that's hilarious!"
Well, it
Hilarious.
was very, very fun for me to make that. So thank you for being a wonderful muse and
Oh,
for
you're
amusing all of us because we
There
adore
you go. Yeah.
you. All right. Just the store needs a disco ball. There you go.
There you
And
go.
then my order is on the way today. All right.
Yay.
Woohoo. And
Yay.
Jacqueline's making red velvet. Yum. I love red velvet.
Ooh, because your child is this the kid that's 17?
17. Yeah, let me find it.
Jeffrey and I were just talking about red velvet cake, and talk about us being good manifestors. He went to the store the following day and found red velvet cake cupcakes half price at the store. So they happened to jump into the cart, and he brought them home.
Of course. They
So
were going to go bad otherwise. You saved them.
they were. We're trying to keep stuff out of the compost pile.
Yes, that was very green of you, Gerald. Thank you. Okay. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and start some of your questions. You guys got it. Oh, you were asking for mantras. I love that. And Rising Phoenix is here. It is lovely to see you. Lalima, I'll go ahead and put you first in line. Okay. So Lalima's question is, message from my guides. Okay. Here we go.
All right, Rising Phoenix. So Rising Phoenix, the first card that I have for you is the Four of Swords reversed. And this is about you being restless. This is, so I don't know if you can see that, but it's restlessness. Your guides, they are encouraging you to do some things. They're giving you opportunities to have these experiences. But what's challenging you right now is it's the High Priestess or the High Priest reversed. You're feeling a little disconnected. So I'm wondering if Rising Phoenix, is that true? Are you feeling a little disconnected? Because there's part of what can help you is the Four of Pentacles. This is the materialist, and I know this is a little, yes, I do feel restless, disconnected. So this is the materialist, and this is the Four of Pentacles. And when I see this, particularly from a message from your guides and what came before it, do a little bit of organizing and clean out the junk drawer, throw some stuff away, get back into your physical environment. This is an important thing that is critical for you, because this feeling of being disconnected, you're not sure where you fit. And it can be very, very helpful for you to just know where your environment is, and that everything in your environment is where it should be, and is where it, and that you still want it in your environment. Because this is interesting. There's a bit of procrastination going on. This is the Knight of Pentacles reversed. You sort of know this, I'm guessing, but it feels like there's a pause. And part of the pause that's going on, Rising Phoenix, is because you're in a 9 of Wands. You're feeling extremely vulnerable about everything. So this is the 9 of Wands reversed. And it's interesting because there's a lot of reverse card. Actually, all but one card is reversed in this reading. And because this restlessness, I procrastinate too. I see you. But there's this restlessness, and what's happening is the pause, the procrastination is turning into a unhealthy thing. Oh, Saturn in Pisces. So what's happening is this vulnerability of, is this like, okay, it's gone on a little long. And so I want you to honor yourself and just get back into your environment. So I'm not sure where Michelle Marie went, but can you all still hear me? Because there's this great need of get into your physical body. And then I actually hear in this, okay, welcome. We can hear you. Okay. So this is, who knows? Hey, I'm glad it happened with me and I was still going. It's all good. It's all good. But Rising Phoenix, because you're feeling vulnerable, because you're feeling disconnected, and in the middle of all of this is for you to spend a little bit of time, like I said, organizing, getting rid of things. What I picture, Rising Phoenix, is I picture you taking a trash bag and going into each room and taking out the trash that you already know is there, emptying trash cans, getting things off of tables that needs to be discarded, and then take that out of the house, and then go back through the house and just give it an energetic cleanse. Lift things up, light some incense, light a candle, sing a song. I actually hear you humming a little bit, and say hi to your guides. So I hope that makes some sense for you.
Thank you for joining us, Halima. And I don't know what happened. I just logged in and logged back out, and I'm good now. So so I apologize for that. It's good to see you, Divine Timing. Janet Lee, thank you for coming in. Jacqueline, lovely to see you. Kim B is here. It's lovely to see you, Kim B. I got your question in as well. All right. So lovely, Lalima. And she says, much needed. And that's also another thing I have been procrastinating, except that we just start with it. Okay. So my cards kind of mirror Gerald's cards, but they're kind of showing you what you can do to kind of push out of the procrastination phase. Okay. I got Leo. It's time to leave. This is a beautiful solar energy. This is about you taking control of your life and your situation and everything around it, because you're going through a Wheel of Fortune reversed moment. You might feel a little stuck, a little inhibited, like just, and that might be causing some of the procrastination. So the guides, what they want you to do is stand up for yourself the way an emperor would. Okay, this is a very fiery, fiery reading. The emperor takes control of his life, of his kingdom, of his four corners of the kingdom. So they're asking you in all four corners of your life to not only dust them out and deal with them, but make them work best for you moving forward. Okay, Lalima? Now, you mentioned a little bit of procrastination, and you confirmed that. They said the best way for you to kind of pull yourself out of that is if you get invited to something fun and interesting that involves a lot of people and celebration, attend it. I got 4 of Wands energy. And you can see here they're at a festival, they're banging the tambourine, they're having a lot of fun. This will kind of get you out of that stuff energy and get you back into a more motivated leadership energy. Because when I pull the Emperor and Leo, this tells me it's just time to take the reins. It's time to literally be 110% in charge of your life and not let anybody else come in and tell you what to do. Because this is a this is a king energy. So that is what's going to help you through this kind of like stuck procrastination and things aren't really working out kind of energy that Gerald's picking up on and the guides picked up on for you. So yeah, if you get invited, go out, have fun, and let yourself be a little more uninhibited than you normally do. And that'll kind of help you break through that stuck energy.
I like how you got the 4 of Wands because I got the 4 of Pentacles, and it was my only card upright. So it does. It's yes, take the reins and you figure out where. Yeah, do it.
3 4s. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, 4. Yeah, there you go. Okay. So she goes, would definitely do so. Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you for joining us, Lima. We're sending lots of love. Okay, so our next tipper is, who is the person, sweetie? The name of the, he's on his phone. So it was divine, let's see, divine timing. The question was in the chat. Can you look up the question in the chat, sweetie? That's why I'm having it look it up for me.
And Rising Phoenix, another reason I have been delaying is the retrogrades. Well, and correct me if I'm wrong, but depending upon where your Mercury is and where the planets are in retrograde, it could be the right time for you to work with this stuff. So I've heard that as it relates to Western astrology is it depends upon where your Mercury is. Of course, I'm making Michelle think astrology, so it's horrible that I'm making astrology. But I've heard, sometimes I get it. That makes perfect sense to me, Lalima. But I also am aware of sometimes it might be the right time to do a little bit of that, depending upon the intent that you're setting in there. I do that with magic as well. So it just informs the type of magic that I do. So
I love that. It can work, but what they're asking is for you to review, reflect, and just dot those I's and cross those T's as you do it. So just make sure that you step into anything that you do so with the utmost focus and concentration, like you have never had before in that house that it resides in. Like if it's an 8th house and you are part of an inheritance and Mercury is going retrograde, comb through those documents like your life depends on them. Okay, things like that.
Yes.
So, and Brian Brady, good to see you. Well, hello from New Hampshire. I hope you're doing well as well. I actually met Brian through Amy and Monte, so it's lovely to see you, Brian.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. And let's see. Oh, mantra incoming. Well, I can give you a mantra to help with the Mercury retrograde. I'll do it right now.
Go for it.
Om Bram Brim Bram Sa Buraya Namaha. Om Bram Brim Bram Sa Buraya Namaha. Om Bram Brim Bram Sa Buraya Namaha. And then a really simple one for Shukra, which is Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. And that is for Mercury and Venus, who will be part of the eclipse. So those are some things that you guys can do there. And then she goes, I understand. Thank you so much. Well, you're welcome, Lalima. It is lovely to have you in the chat. So do you have the question in the, so we're not, okay, there's 2 of them. There's 2 of them. So let me go ahead and try to find your question, okay? All right, so it is, a general, please, Capricorn Sun and Moon, Taurus rising. Oh my goodness, okay. So a general please, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Taurus, rising. Well, Capricorn, this is taking place in your 3rd house. Taurus, this is taking place in your 11th house, okay? So the 3rd house, that rules speech, that rules your self-efforts. It also rules siblings, so you might have some issues there during the eclipse energies. Additionally, with Taurus in the 11th house, you could be working on your overall, let me go ahead and put your question up. I'm guessing this is divine timing. You're going to be working on your social circles, the people that you feel closest to in your tribe. There's going to be a lot of pruning going on there. My ascendant's in Taurus, so that's kind of already happening in my realm. It's like you're finding out who kind of supports your visions and who doesn't, you know. And the guides are going to be doing a lot of work with you in that area. Additionally, you're going to want to really take a step back from anything that involves a lot of self-effort just on your part, because those things are going to be blocked, and you're definitely going to want to watch your communications during this time, because there is going to be kind of a rehaul for you, okay? Now, again, this is based on the sidereal calculation, so you'll want to look into this and that, but the houses usually go hand in hand because we're toward the beginning of eclipse season, so the end of one and beginning of another. But you can definitely check out my videos in the morning. I go into everything by sign. I'm going into Saturn by Pisces tomorrow, so sidereal Pisces. Sidereal is for the actual map in the sky right now. And then I have a video on that if you want to know the difference. And then I'm going to also include the eclipses in that reading as well, and provide remedies, what you need to look for, both modern remedies and Vedic remedies, if you're not really open to the modern remedies as well. So I'll pull a couple of cards for you, but I am kind of excited to see what Gerald has for you.
Divine timing, I think this is one of those things. There's some caution that is coming up, because I have the Knight of Swords reversed. This is about haste. This is about not pausing long enough to get all of the information and all of the details and all of the facts correct, or asking a couple of questions so that you know in which direction you truly want to go, and an understanding of what's actually going on. So there's this suggestion of haste, but also I have the 3 of Wands reversed, which is impatience. Sometimes we want things much faster than is right for us, or that's best for us. So there's this need to slow down enough, because also underneath this is the 7 of Swords, which is dishonesty. You got that too? So, and because this is right under the impatience. That impatience is going to let someone who is dishonest take advantage of the situation, rather than you actually understanding. I'm definitely not the most patient person. Hi, I see you. I'm not very patient either, because I have the 8 of Swords, which is self-defeat. So there's actually 4 cards of be careful, don't go too quickly, calm down, take a nap, get a drink of water, walk away, go outside, put your feet in the ground, do the things that you know that are helping you. This self-defeat is you're making this up. Somebody has put something into your wheelhouse that is not yours. Remove that, because, and I love this last card for you, divine timing, it is the 6 of Wands upright. It's victorious. This is you having victory. You're understanding. Divine timing, it feels like when you have enough information, you're quite good at making decisions. Sometimes that information isn't present as quickly as you want it. Pause for a little bit, because what really happens, your guides are actually telling me, is if you wait a beat, wait a minute, wait a day, for entertainment purposes only. The people who are going to be dishonest are going to fall away, or they will show themselves for how they truly are, because they're not patient either. So I hope that makes some sense to you. But the victorious card, that is a great, victorious. It's a wonderful ending to what you're working with.
And divine timing says, I love that.
I do too.
And at the same time, Mercury retrograde, my media assets came available. So I was able to put our stuff back up. And so yay. The mantras worked. Thank you, Jane. That was awesome. And she goes, it makes perfect sense. And then Kim B says, patience gets better when you have children, also with age. Yes, that's totally true, Kim B. I love that. Oh, wonderful. Okay, divine timing. My cards actually mirror a lot of what Gerald was saying. The first card I got was the Queen of Pentacles, but she came up reversed. This tells me that when you're upright, you are a master of decision making. You know how to rule your material world. You understand how to organize and make things work for you. But when you're upside down, this tells me things might be a little wonky, a little out of step. Okay, so you're going to need to evaluate your opposition a little bit. Okay, opposition always hinders progress, and especially if you contribute to the problem as well. So, if anyone in and around you is being deceitful, that can also rub off on you. So it's important to just kind of set some appropriate boundaries, especially when you are feeling isolated, restricted, maybe dwelling in a little inertia. Know that that'll just feed that more negativity, that negative self-image, things like that. So just reflect on your reflect on any faults that you're seeing, and just identify any needs for improvement right now, so we can get this beautiful queen right side up. Okay. So believe in your ability to change, and consider the vibes that you emit to others. Are they positive? Are they negative? Because that is what is attracting this kind of energy towards you. Yeah. I'm also getting that there's a decision that needs to be made that you're procrastinating on. This is Two of Wands, and you see that she's looking out in the out of the window, and she's got the World. Now, this has been a stalker card in my tarot readings, my professional tarot readings. This is my card for maybe considering other options, places to live, for entertainment purposes only. But the reason I say that is I got Jupiter 4th house and 9th house. The 4th house is real estate. Jupiter is blessings. It's like Santa Claus coming to town. And the 9th house is foreign travel. So I don't know if you've been thinking about moving to another country, or moving abroad, or taking like a long distance trip abroad, or even moving your actual home. That is being supported right now. Now, for, again, entertainment purposes only, the 4th house of real estate is about to get by this next eclipse. Okay, so just be aware, but this is kind of like a 2008 vibe. It's not great. We're going to have to prepare for it. But just know that in maybe making some changes to that area now, you'll be able to make better plans, especially travel plans moving forward. Know that there is a thief in the hen house. That's, it's pretty much rampant right now. And we want to get this queen right side up, because you are a very responsible person, and there's something going on behind the scenes that you're not seeing that you need to pay more attention to. That's what the guides are saying. And I don't know if you own your house, but do pay attention to the real estate. That's the main thing that they're showing me. Okay. And the lovely Ramsey Cheedy is here. It's lovely to see you.
Ramsey.
And Rachel, I see you. I went ahead and got your I got you in. Okay, sweetie. I'm just going to see what other people are saying here. Oh, thank you, Standing Light. I love reading with Gerald. He's a regular for that reason. He just makes me smile. So, yeah. And I'm so glad I got my graphics working again. Woohoo!
Yes.
All right. Yeah, Mercury is my ascendant, and sorry, that's my Western ascendant. Venus is my Vedic ascendant, and Mercury is Jonathan's Vedic ascendant. So we're definitely feeling these retrogrades, guys. You are not alone.
My ascendant is Gemini.
Really, just like Jonathan's. This is why I love it. It's Purnavarsu, isn't it? Did I remember that right? It's a Purnavarsu? Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yay. That's wonderful. I love that. I get along really well with you. Okay.
And you.
Okay. So our next lovely question is from, what was it? Star, sweetie? Smart Warrior. Smart Warrior, can you tell us who you are? If you can tell us who you are, Smart Warrior, I'll go ahead and get you in. Okay. I did star a bunch of comments. We've got Kaylee Hershey, Garnet, Jacqueline, Annie, Kim, Ramsey, and Rachel. So who is Smart Warrior?
Brian Brady.
Brian is. Okay, you're Smart Warrior. Okay, Brian. Thank you so much for letting me know. And let me find your question. I'm not seeing it. Can you go ahead and ask your question, Brian, and you will be next. And divine timing lost service. That is so Mercury Venus retrograde. We're just getting in space tonight, Gerald. Oh my goodness. Well, thank goodness for the recording. Oh my gosh. Oh. All right. Oh, and if you guys don't know what your signs are, if you go to astrologicaltarot.com, I have a chart calculator, and you can just go ahead and look up your chart there. Okay. I didn't pose a question, but I did get a job offer, though. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm just going to say from an astrological perspective, I've had about 3 job offers this last week, and it's eclipse season, so they weren't great. So just be aware that eclipse season can bring people that want a 5-course filet mignon dinner, but they can't afford the valet. That's kind of when Venus is going retrograde and there's an eclipse involved. It's kind of like you're going to get a lot of people wanting the full service. And then when you give them your bids and you spend a lot of time on the budgeting, they look at that and go, but I wanted this for like, when I'm not kidding, they wanted like a 20-person guerrilla marketing campaign for under $2,000 a month. And I'm like, you got to pay people. It's like, it was a little intense. So stuff like that, you know. But we'll go ahead and pull some cards for your job. It could be wonderful because of, you know, we'll see. I don't have your chart in front of me, Brian. So.
Well, and I think, Brian, I'm gonna say a couple of things. Brian said that fits.
Okay. That's been my experience.
Okay, so what's interesting is as Michelle was talking, I got the Ace of Pentacles, and this is potential. So the job offer has a great deal of potential, and again, this is for entertainment purposes only. There is this interesting thing that comes along and joins it is it's the 7 of Wands. It's about conviction. How much conviction do they have to get you to come on board? How much conviction do you have for the work and the job that you will be doing? It's important to understand that, because once you understand that, under that is joyful bliss. It's the Fool. So underneath, I mean, look at the similarities in these poses. There's this foolish energy, but then there's this conviction and energy. So they can be very similar. I would encourage you to pause and to find out more information. Toss back the offer to see what happens. Because I do have, this is the King of Pentacles reversed. And don't be irresponsible. Don't try to make it happen too quickly. The King of Pentacles knows how to wait a little bit and knows how to make the decisions for the best long-term outcome. And I also have Last Judgment, Judgment reversed, avoidance. It feels like they may not be able to, you know, they may not be able to do everything, but be smart. You're smart. So, Brian, I feel you're smart. And, you know, this is the reading I needed to hear. Okay.
Wonderful.
Great.
So Ryan, I got the same kind of energy that Gerald got, especially with the eclipses coming out. The first one I got was Sagittarius. Really hone in all of your energy in on what you want. I asked what kind of worker you are, what kind of skills you bring to the table. I got the Empress. You are super creative. You have a lot of gifts to share. You're a hard worker, and you put a lot into each project that you do. Whenever I pull the Empress, it's like you take this job seriously and you have a lot of creativity. Like you think outside the box. Okay. So as far as the offers coming in, I got the Ace of Wands reversed. Okay. This is very standard with eclipse season. They're not going to appreciate your worth. You got that King of Pentacles reversed. It recognized your worth. Okay. You're worth a lot more than what they're going to offer. The reason I say that is because I did get some of the, if you once you start turning out your bids and things like that, I got the Five of Swords. Now, this happens to me quite a bit because when someone asks me for a bid, I put a lot of effort into it, and they'll usually take it and shop it around. And I know they shop it around because they come to me 6 months later and say, "Hey, I hired this person. I told them I gave them your bid and they didn't do anything." And I'm like, well, that's because they just said that they could do what I wrote. So, and I'm sure you've run into this with clients where they're like, I got my cousin to do it, or I got this other person to do it. So make sure that you brace yourself for, just some people who don't understand your worth, your value, what you can bring to the situation, because you have a lot of energy and you have a lot of creativity and you can really hone it in and make things happen. But people are running a little scared during eclipses. They're not really thinking clearly, and they're not really offering a lot of reasonable expectations forward when it comes to hiring contract work right now. So embrace these failures as a sign that you're daring to grow, and know that when the eclipses are over, and again, I haven't seen your chart, but at least in my chart's sake, in April, things are going to get a lot better. So just don't be that King of Pentacles reversed and try to make things work that aren't going to work, because these people don't really understand your worth or your value. They don't even understand what you're doing is what I'm getting. And they're showing me spreadsheets and you're really involved in something financial, but it's they don't really understand what you do. They just think they do, if that makes sense. And just take a step back, realize your value, and just kind of wait for the season to be over. And take this time to reevaluate, especially with the Venus retrograde and Mercury retrograde going on with the eclipses. Okay. So I hope that was helpful. Thank you for joining us. It's wonderful to see you. Okay.
I sensed a risk aversion, but I will soldier through. Of course, because you have conviction.
You do. There you go. Wonderful. All right. Thank you, Brian. Okay. All right. So everyone's coming. He goes, thank you. It's wonderful to get a reading from both of you. Oh, it's wonderful you join us, Brian.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. And you're coming in from my Facebook. So if you'd like to follow Gerald, he is TarotStache on YouTube.
Yay.
Oh, he's got confetti too. We love him. So thank you for joining us. Okay. So our next question, let's see, is from, right, someone said that it was Rachel. I didn't see it come in, Rachel, but I'll go ahead and answer your question when you're ready. And then Kim B, in the meantime, we will go ahead and do yours. So any message from my spirit or my higher self, please. Okay, Kim B. Go ahead and renew my screen here. I'm not seeing your donation, but just letting you know in case you sent it to the wrong person. That happened the other day. Mercury and Venus retrograde did do that.
Can be messages from spirit for my higher self. Well, how about that? All the things you don't want a tarot reader saying when they're turning over cards and you can't see them. Actually, the message from your higher self is this is the Two of Wands. This is new horizons. Kim B, guess what? You've got some new opportunities that are going to show up. And the suggestion and the message from your higher self is that you enter those with joyous bliss, the Fool energy. It's a new journey. Be willing to do that because the Empress is supporting you. The Empress is the nurturing soul. Understand that your higher self is nurturing you, and you taking these new journeys. And then, gosh, I love this. The 10 of Pentacles. This is family abundance. If you believe in past lives, this is that moment when past lives show up, and it's all of the positive things that you have brought from that past life to help support you exactly where you are. That's actually a really, I love this card. It's a beautiful looking card, and it's a great card in a reading. I do have occasionally, I got the dishonesty card, which is the 7 of Swords. Do pay attention. Trust your intuition. When something doesn't feel right, it's not right. So it feels very much like that. However, out of 5 cards, 4 of them are extremely positive. You've been getting that message. Believe in. Okay, cool. I mean, and I love this. I love this because it also is, the Empress is helping to make this and to bring this forward. So joyously go. That's great.
Okay. Thank you, Gerald. Well, the Empress is a 3, and I did get 3rd house energy. So the 3rd house represents your communication. So communicate like an Empress and do so practically, because I got Virgo. Now, Virgo is part of this eclipse. Okay, it was part of the lunar eclipse, and it's going to be opposite the eclipse on the 29th. So your communications need to change a little bit on a more practical level. Why? I got the 5 of Cups. Your emotions might be keeping you from pursuing things that are going to bring you more structure, more material abundance, and things that are going to make you feel more grounded and, how do I say this? Materially secure, okay? The reason I say that is because I did get the King of Pentacles, but he came up reversed. So you need to keep moving forward, okay? This represents kind of a misguided search, unrealistic expectations, some type of dilemma that you're facing in the finance department, okay? So avoid being more narrow-minded or resistant to change in these areas, because even though traditional aims, they have a lot of merit, don't reject new opportunities out of fear, because the thing I got from Gerald's reading is just this newness, this energy that you need to step into so that you don't feel defeated as this energy comes about. Mm-hmm. So embrace boldness, be open to new experiences, and beware of anything that's going to hinder your project or progress moving forward. Because like I said, these eclipses are going to bring some 2008 energy, that's stocks, housing, things like that. So it's important that you don't allow those things to depress you, cause any anxiety, and that you don't allow them to further disable you materially. And instead, you get on the phone, you get on the computer, you start contacting people on how you can take whatever resources that you have and make them work best for you. And you will be victorious through that if you're able to take on a new perspective, because the world as we know it is changing, and it's changing very rapidly, and we need to kind of stay on, like this Jonathan tells me, stay on the board. Whenever there's a storm, stay on the board. Try not to lose your balance as you move forward, okay? Especially when it comes to your material realms right now. Mm-hmm. So she goes, I do listen to my intuition. Thank you, Gerald. I love the new opportunities. I can chase lights. Okay, wonderful. The image that I get is you're on a surfboard and the waves are going to get a little choppy. So it's important for you to just kind of stay on the board, put a little wax on it, and you maybe get on the phone and speak to a few friends that can kind of help you through this, because I'm getting that communication is kind of your way out, and take on that kind of Empress energy. Like, what is best for what kind of environment do I want to live in where I am primarily focused on my self-care and my environment moving forward, because that's that beautiful Empress that, okay? Yeah. All right. Okay. So I hope that was helpful. Nayla, welcome. I see you. Nicole, it's lovely to see you. And Platinum Girl, of course you can join the queue. I went ahead and put you in. Alicia, you can ask a question. All right. So let's see. And then I think Rachel is our next chatter here. So I'll go ahead and get you in, Rachel. Okay, so Rachel's question is, my question is in regard to Ollie, on what Ollie is her little Havanese terrier. I'm wondering if I should use an integrated vet or just let him die at this time. He has got cancer. Scott and I picked up on that in the last show. I've been in a lot of grief and it's hard to figure out in timelines, etc. I know I need to be with him currently. So she's in a job that requires her to move a lot. And she just got some time off to spend with Ollie during his transition to a new set of clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm sorry that that's going on. That's very tough.
Yes.
It's very challenging. So
I know that Jonathan and I are praying for Ollie every day, sweetie. Okay, and I really appreciate you for keeping us updated on his condition. Okay.
So Rachel, your question is should you use an integrative vet or allow him to die when it's his time? I'm not sure those are exclusive. So it's acceptance for me, but there must be something to do, and curious how fast the vet says 6 months. I'm like, question. So here's something that I am feeling for you, and I'm seeing in the cards. It's really important for you to, this is the sun, and it says authenticity. Ollie is smart enough to know how you feel and how much you love him. And if you allow yourself to genuinely appreciate and to be with Ollie, he's going to love that. That is exactly what he needs you to do. Because I have the Two of Cups. And the Two of Cups here is suggesting a harmonious union. Two of Cups, very healing card. It's about emotional exchange. It's quite lovely. Now, I'm also getting this idea of, yes, we never regret the love we give. That's exactly right, Annie. And so there is this sense of feeling that there's a lack of faith that you may have. You're crushed. You are crushed, and it's okay to be crushed, and it's okay for you to experience that. Do not let that feeling of being crushed prevent you from feeling that connection and that harmonious union, and be authentic with Ollie, because I love this last card. It is the King of Cups, which is the balanced heart. It's just you being you holding Ollie, you spending time with Ollie. I mean, for entertainment purposes only, I would be spoiling Ollie like nuts. Yeah, it flows through us healing. I would totally, get if Ollie wants this, Ollie gets it. I was doing that with my dog, Maddie, and it's like, if she wanted something, I'm giving him whatever, and give it to him with that sense of love, instead of, I'm giving this to you because you may not be here tomorrow. Instead, go, I'm giving this to you because you love it, and I love being able to share it with you. Do you notice the difference there? There's this unity about that. So I'm sorry, Rachel, that's really tough. And by all means, go see the integrative vet. because it is really, for me, it's always about the quality of life. So you just got him salmon. Oh, I bet he loved that.
Oh my goodness, you're spoiling Ollie like I spoil Rosie. You're the best dog mom ever, Rachel. Oh, he is so lucky to have you. I've been doing what you say. We are very connected currently. Wonderful.
Beautiful.
That is beautiful. So I asked what this more integrative experience would be, and I got ninth house in Gemini. Now, you've always talked about working with animals, and this will help expand your practice moving forward, especially in the way that you care for animals, because Ollie he's showing me that there are other souls that are going to come into your life and want this connection with you, because there's a line, like a long one. Because you're such an amazing dog mom, and there's like it's like a lottery to have you as a dog mom. Okay, so it literally says on the card, communications, information to explain what is to be shared, spiritual values, but it's also about varying philosophies about animal care and animal health. So I think this is a good experience, not only for Ollie, but for you to step into, because it's going to expand your wheelhouse of
Yes.
care. Okay, and it's going to give you a lot of information that you can bring forward in your quest as a caregiver to these beautiful guys. And yes, eventually, I waited a year before Rosie.
Oh, yeah.
So
Eventually.
you have to give yourself that time. And you do cry when he's. I do the same thing, honey. Don't worry about that. I am right there. And James, she is holding in your heart as well. And so this is what I saw moving forward for you. Okay, I got the 3 of Cups. You need to have a celebration of life with Ollie. Like, have some friends over, just people that really enjoy him and love him, and have a celebration of, like, make all of his favorite foods and have them available. And everybody can give him treats under the table. He can just kind of run around, bring all of his friends over, all of the people that he loves, all of his other puppy friends, and just try to have the absolute best time that you can have with him right now while you have this time off. A celebration of life is absolutely needed for him, because he's very important in your life. This is my warning card. He does pick up on your energy. He's picking up on some 5 of Cups energy, some depression, some despondency. It's important that, okay, I'm glad that you stopped crying. I've been taking him around. May 3rd is the birthday. I want him to live until then and just get a lot of bread and cheese. That's awesome. But that's what they're saying. Just give him whatever he wants. Have people over, pets over, just party, party, party. Okay. Try to keep some of the emotions back, because that can get in the way of him transitioning to this new beautiful form that he's about to take on. Know that we are eternal. I sent you that book that you can read to kind of help you through this. I got Empress reverse for how you're kind of taking care of yourself. So make sure that you're practicing self-care as you do this, because there is more than one soul waiting for you, sweetie, because you are an amazing caregiver for these babies, and they really appreciate you and love you. And I actually read in Stephen Nana's book today, I sent it to you, that a lot of pets that are particularly pampered are ancestors and or guides that are just looking for a quick in and out break, so that they can, like, release a little bit of karma and move on. I literally read that. And he goes, you can always tell if they're sleeping on a pillow. And I read this, and I look over at the bed. This is at 4 a.m, and Rosie was like in the pillow. And Jonathan and I just laughed. So just know that you could be helping ancestors come through. Like, these are people that just, like, get rid of a little bit of karma and then slip out. You'd have to read the book to understand what I'm saying. But I did ask about timing. And Gerald got that beautiful 2 of Cups energy, okay? I got the 2 of Cups reversed. This is, okay. So my wands are days, my swords are weeks, and my cups are months. So I've got about 2 months. We'll see. But that is the overall energy right now. Like, conditions can run, they can go, but I got about 2 months. Okay, sweetie? So during this time, give him what he wants, have that party, enjoy, 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 and know that the more of that you give him, that celebration of life, the higher he'll be able to ascend. Okay, sweetie? So I'll cry when he's gone, but I have a summer tour, and I'm like, heck no. Good. Well, the summer tour, you need to have fun too, because again, I got that 3 of Wands energy, and then I got, Gemini 9th house, that's travel. Okay, so make sure that you're taking care of you, because I don't like to see that Empress reversed when it comes to your energy. Okay, sweetie?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got about 2. All right, so just be aware, all right? And you can prepare for that, okay, sweetie? All right. Oh, so I'm not seeing any other tips come in. So we're going to go ahead and do lightning round. Woo-hoo! Okay. So let me go ahead and get those questions. So just to let everybody know, you have to be here for the reading. So I have the lovely Kaylee, you are first. And then I have the lovely Hershey, you are second. We have Garnet. Oh, okay, we got it.
Make sure you show up. Let us know you're here. We got the cowbell.
And then we have Jacqueline, we have Annie, we have Mayla, and we have Alicia, and we have Platinum Girl. So let us know if you're here, guys. And we'll be calling you multiple times as we go through these readings. So make sure that you're here. Good to see you, Joyful Jen. Oh, it's lovely to see you. And then Rachel, please eat. Please, if you have to go out to eat with some friends, please do, sweetie. I'm right there with you when
Yes.
Boston's going. Yeah, yes, please. And you're preparing. Okay, you got it, sweetie. Lots of love to you. Okay, so Kaylee is still here, and she would love a look ahead. April, it's time for lightning round. I'd love to do Kaylee,
Mhm.
and Hershey. Are you here, sweetie?
She
I'm assuming
is.
she is. Okay, so you want to do Hershey, Gerald?
Be glad to do Hershey.
Woohoo! All right. Okay, so a week ahead in April. Okay, now I know that you are involved in the eclipses, my dear. So, check out the morning sessions. Pay attention to where your rising and your moon are. Which are very similar uh, to Jonathan in those areas. So, let's see. Okay, so Miss Kaylee, the first thing I got Gemini. Okay, Gemini is all about communication and getting those ideas going. And you are one of the most creative people I know. So this is not going to be a problem for you. I got that there might be some opportunities, some advantages, maybe some new prospects coming your way. You're going to step into a place where numerous chances and success may await you. Now, if this is your nodal return, that could be awaiting you, which is great. These are going to be opportunities that are more abundant than you realize. So don't let them slip away, and allow yourself to kind of bask in the happiness as they come your way, and without questioning why they come your way. So I'm very happy for you in this energy. They're saying that your future holds limitless success for you. I've looked at your chart. You've got a lot of really good karma, so you can actually expect some good things coming your way. Okay. If you need a helping hand, don't hesitate to leverage your connections and call in some favors, because they say you tend to kind of hesitate before doing that. So definitely do that if you're feeling a little bogged down by some of the opportunities. And another thing they're saying is embrace the unknown, because the greatest opportunity often comes disguised as something else. And that does reflect the nodal energy. So stay vigilant, stay really adaptable, and value the importance of cooperation right now. Try to invite other people on board, because you have a chance to shine here. I have not been getting very good eclipse reads, but I got a really good one for you, and this makes me really happy, Kaylee. So I know you're smart. I know you're super open-minded. You're willing to collaborate, and know that your wishes will come true. So this makes me happy to give you this reading. It's like, what? So yeah. And then she goes, yes, May is the end of a life chapter. Last we talked, and your rising is Sagittarius. So is this your okay, darling? So this will be in your 4th house. Okay, so that's the house of real estate. So just prepare for that. But know that you have a lot of opportunities waiting for you moving forward. And I'm really kind of excited for you. Now know that there is some stuff coming, okay? But it doesn't have to be like, ooh. And you'll know your way out of it, because you're very creative, because I got that 8 of Swords energy. And if there's anything that comes up that brings you some disappointment, know that you've got, again, opportunities coming for you. So just kind of see this as a new chapter. That's how these nodal returns work. And then she said, I've had a bit of a week so far. Some positivity is appreciated. Yes, I know you've had a week. I've seen your chart. So just know that the things that can cause issues are basically just going to propel you toward new opportunities and new things waiting for you because, yeah, and it is temporary. You got it. Okay, sweetie. I'm glad that you were able to get some good light out of that. Yay! Okay, so the lovely Hershey is next. Woohoo!
Hershey said, I'm turning 49 this year in May. Will my new year be a clean slate restart? I'm going to say yes. And it's going to start with the moon, unveiled truths. You're not going to see them because why would ever you want to know everything that's coming? There's this sense of fun and wonder and excitement about that. So the unveiled truths are going to show up this year. Part of what has to happen is you have to get rid of the self-defeat and the recklessness. I find this very interesting because the self-defeat, the Eight of Swords, putting stuff up there that is not really there, and the Page of Wands reversed. I'm going to say this with all sorts of love in my heart, Hershey. Girl, you're 49. You should know better than that. And the other part of that is forget all that because we've got the nurturing soul. And I love this, adventurous. This is the Knight of Wands. Girl, yes, I wouldn't necessarily say a clean slate restart. You're going to finish a lot of stuff, and then you're our moon child. Yep. So what's going to happen is you're going to slog through some crap, and then you're going to be able to spend time nurturing your adventureness. I love that. That's like perfect. Oh, girl. I mean, yeah, trust me, you've got other stuff to do. You've got lots of stuff to do. So it's perfect. It's a great birthday read, if I say so myself.
Happy birthday! And Annie Bear says, sounds like a launch. Woohoo! I love that.
That's a good word for it, a launch.
I love that too. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. So, Susan, we are in lightning round. If you do ask a question and tip, I will definitely take that for you. Okay, sweetie? Okay, so the lovely Garnet, are you still here? Jacqueline, are you here? Annie Bear, I think Annie Bear is here. I think I saw
Annie
her.
Bear is here. I did see Garnet briefly.
Garnet said he was going over to Scott's channel. So
okay.
because you need to be here to get your reading, okay, guys? Okay, so we'll go ahead and do Annie Bear. And I believe I saw Alicia was still in too. Okay. Oh, wait. Okay. He wants Gerald to do his read. Okay. Oh, Astrological Gerald. He's there. Okay. So we will go ahead and do Garnet. And Jacqueline, are you here, sweetie? Can you let us know? Otherwise, I'm going to do Annie. Okay. So Garnet and Annie Bear are here. Okay. So let's do Garnet and Annie Bear. Would you like to take Garnet and I'll take Annie Bear, Gerald?
Sure, I'll take Garnet.
Okay. He wants a question, love and finances, any partner or money coming in. Okay.
You're welcome, Garnet. Let's see what we've got.
And Annie Bear, I did get some messages from the ancestors. So while Gerald is pulling cards, I'll go ahead and do yours. I actually asked the next person who shows up in the queue, and you popped right up. So I went, okay, she's it. Okay, so I got ninth house and I got Uranus. The ninth house is all about long distance travel, and Uranus can cause some lightning moments there, some new eureka moments. He's my light bulb planet. What he does is he causes unexpected moments in our lives that make us think outside of the box. So if you're thinking about new, exciting changes that you want to make to your life regarding philosophy or travel, that is fully supported right now. I got that there's some stuff coming your way. Okay. I got the Empress and I got the Five of Pentacles, but it came up reversed. Okay, so the Empress is reversed. You might be feeling like your self-care, your material realms might take a little bit of a hit, okay, as well as the finances. So I asked how to kind of work your way through this. And they said, you have a very strong connection to the guides and the ancestors, okay? These are my guides. This is called a Trimurti. This is Ganesha here in the middle. And then I have Vishnu, Shiva, and Brahma. These make up the three aspects of divine energy. So what this tells me is you're sitting there in the center and they are literally offering you advice consistently. So they really want you to tap into them, spend more time with them, spend time in meditation, spiritual guidance, etc. In the Vedas, we call this the Pitris. The Pitris are the divine ancestors that are able to cross through the barrier and give us advice and direction through our lives and our births. Now, as you do this, do so. The best time to do this, if you have time, is between 4 and 6 in the morning, because they don't have to level down their energy as much to make the connection come through. I actually read this. They actually guard against mediums who do things at night or at certain hours of the day, because it's very difficult for spirits and their messages to come through. 4 and 6, they can actually use the Guru Divine channel in order to get through and get their messages across, okay, especially if you're in a state of meditation. So that is the best time to contact them. You do have some stuff coming. It's going to throw your world a little upside down, but they are there, they're waiting, and they're on the phone, especially during those 2 hours of the day where you're at. So pick up the phone, pay attention to your dreams. Any symbolisms that you see, they're saying that you do have certain symbols, minor feathers, it can be coins, things like that, that they're leaving you to show you signs that they're listening, and that you can take those coins, put them in the phone, and pick it up, because they're there to help. Okay, so you do get up early. Okay, you're probably getting up early because they're coming in and saying hello. That's what they tend to do. Okay, and they come in when you meditate and paint. That is wonderful. That's what I was picking up on. It's when your mind is calm and not really focused too much on the other material stuff that's going on. And they'll be able to give you basically answers that come from meditation is what they're telling me. Okay. I was a little scared about something that happened to us recently, and they gave me the answer in a dream. So it's kind of like that. Your connection's strong. Pick up the phone, and you'll be able to dial in and get that done for you. Okay. I hope that was helpful. It was really amazing tapping into you. You are very connected, my dear. Oh my goodness. Lovely to meet you, Annie Bear.
So Garnet, love and finances, any partner or money coming in. Garnet, you are a person who is not fond of change. It is challenging for you to, when things happen, it really impacts you deeply, because I got death reversed. So it is fear of change. And there's a sense of reluctance about the idea of a partnership, because this is the Page of Pentacles reversed. It's reluctance. You've been hurt. You are a deeply committed person. When you find someone, you commit to them. And here's the thing to keep in mind. Oh, this is interesting. This is a pentacle. So while it's relationships, I was reading it relationships, it also could relate to money very nicely, because the card underneath that is the Knight of Pentacles, which is commitment. So, this you're a little bit reluctant because you're an all-in sort of person. The thing that is important for you to keep in mind is you can date, you can have some fun, you can explore financial options, but you don't have to put everything in one pot, so to speak, because there's this idea of, again, this is a card that's shown up multiple times. This is the Seven of Swords. This is dishonesty. Right now, it's not necessarily a good time to be doing a whole lot of things astrologically or energetically for entertainment purposes only, make sure you're paying attention to everything. If it seems too good to be true, it's too good to be true. Now here's another thing is Garnet, I have the 7 of Cups, which is about dreams and desires. I like this card, especially about relationships and money. What could be? What could possibly be? Put that out there. Allow the universe to play with it for a little bit. Do not give it a complete checklist, because, I mean, if you want to limit the universe in finding what you want, go for it. I mean, I try not to do that. It's like I try to dream and dream big and go, wow, all of this or something even better. And so I like this, because this is dream, explore, have some fun, go out on a date. It's just coffee. It's not a commitment. So there you go. Hope that makes some sense, Garnet. It's great to see you.
Thank you for joining us, Garnet. And questions are closed unless we receive a tip. And our next tipper is the lovely Susan. So grateful for the opportunity. In general, what is best for me to keep in mind and focus on at this time? Okay, Miss Susan. Your vision. I got Aquarius from the Karma cards. They really want you to think outside of the box and just be more innovative during this time. As I mentioned earlier in the show, I have an Aquarian moon here, and it's in my 10th house of career. I've been getting bids that are like, ugh, because it's eclipse season and things are not really going well during eclipse season. Okay, so they want you to really reflect, renew, recalibrate how you would like to see your path moving forward. Be innovative in your approach. I know you're writing a book, maybe incorporate a little AI. You're looking into your health. Go into ChatGPT or Gemini or one of those beautiful apps that I sent and literally type in everything you would like to know. Maybe ask for a bulleted list and find out what you could do or think differently about your situation. Okay, even if it's, for instance, I did this the other day with Jonathan's health, because you're aware of that. And we found out something new that I'm going to bring to his doctor, put in through the ChatGPT in Spanish, and then relate to him at his next appointment. And that's going to kind of help us with the language barrier that we've been dealing with, as well as some of the symptoms that he's been having that I can now put into words without getting it lost in translation. So Aquarius is all about innovation, thinking outside the box, being very creative and trying things that have never been really tried before. So they're really wanting you to step into that. They also want you to step into how you can integrate your partner into your journey, because when I get the 2 of Cups, this tells me that you have a very supportive partner, teammate that is willing to stand by and really help you with some of these changes that are going on. And then, yeah, think outside the box, definitely. So, for instance, if you feel like you're a little stuck, just go into the chat, type in what you're feeling stuck about, maybe ask it to be relayed to you in a way that helps you kind of get out of your own way. That's how I do it. And I mean, I did this to get Rosie here. Like, I couldn't figure out the type of pet passport that she needed or vaccinations that she needed, because I went to 3 different vets and they told me different things. And so I went there and they gave me a whole list of things to do, recommended some people, I pulled cards for it, and it all worked out. So it's basically getting out of your own way by just allowing the universe to come in and accept help from you. But they're also saying that your partner is a valuable asset here. Okay, because he can offer not only the emotional support moving forward, but those great ideas, that teamwork that's needed to kind of push through some of these goals and objectives that you're going for. Because I got that you're not seeing the results of your efforts. I got the 10 of Wands reversed. This is not uncommon during eclipse season. It's like you feel like you're just running a marathon on a treadmill. It just doesn't feel like you're going anywhere. You don't have a really clear sense or direction of life. You're toiling away without seeing those meaningful results. So realize that major changes are needed, and that's why I got this beautiful card of innovation. So if you're feeling a little emotionally or physically paralyzed and you're unable to act out in your best interest due to these overwhelming commitments that you've made, just take a step back, realize that you are expecting way too much of yourself right now. Okay. And if you're feeling weighed down by these obligations, these responsibilities that are like impossible to meet because they're showing me like them one after another. Wow, they're saying you've been a little alone with your burdens, and it's important that you reach out to others for support, especially Daniel, because he is there for you. He signed up to help you through this. So learn to ask for help, learn to reach out, and help your psyche break through with more innovation, because that's the main thing that they're showing me. Don't step into any victim mentality, things like that. Keep positive, but have the power to change your circumstances through innovation. And I've actually been playing Gemini against ChatGPT and DALL-E together. It's actually really fun to use these guys because I actually have names for them, and it's an Aquarian moon thing. It's in my 10th house, and it's like how I'm able to like get a lot of projects and stuff done at work. So you can use these same systems to help you through your own projects and goals and things like that. That's the main thing that they're showing me, because you are a little stuck. So I hope that was helpful, and have fun. I have a lot of fun with Susan.
So Susan, it's interesting that Michelle has said ask for help, because I have the 5 of Pentacles for you, and it's hardship is the key word. The 5 of Pentacles is about looking around and realizing that if you stand up and you move around a little bit, help is just around the corner. Ask for help. It's okay. Get this idea of allow this to transform you into being victorious, having a creative vision, going on new horizons, using your conviction. I mean, I'm like going, get through this. And boy, ta-da, okay. I mean, seriously, victory, creative vision. I don't know, Susan, do you need some creative vision? Because what's great is then you have a new horizon that's just going to show up, something that you might have missed before. And then your conviction is going to help you take those new creative visions and that new adventure to the farthest possible place that you want to go. This is just a small thing. So there you go. It's like, dang. Like, I'll take that reading. Like, that's good.
Yeah, I love that too. Okay. And yes, the universe does have divine timing. Thank you, Jacqueline. And Miss DJ is here. I'm trying to catch you guys as you come in. I apologize if I missed you. And Nicole, it's lovely to see. She goes, I also played ChatGPT against Gemini. Great minds, Nicole. Yeah, it's a lot of fun just to kind of have them go back and forth with each other. And then Sue says, so encouraging. Thank you, Gerald. Oh.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And I did see Jacqueline Anderson in the chat.
Yes. She goes,
okay.
Yeah, that was the universe always has divine timing. She joins me in the morning. We love having your energy, Jacqueline.
Yes. I can't wait to be able to say, well, I knew Susan, before, the New York Times bestseller that she's writing, made it to, that the book she's writing made it to the New York Times. So.
She has 11 divisions on her Jupiter, and she's in Jupiter Mahadasha right now. So that's entirely possible. She's like a superstar in heaven. Yeah, she really is. And then I'm so glad that you caught us live too, Miss TJ. It's lovely to see you. And Janet Lee says, beautiful. Thank you, Janet. Love your energy. And yes, Annie Bear, I was reading what you were saying about your husband and your altar and everything. That is just freaking awesome. That's amazing. Okay, so we're going back to lightning rounds. And Jacqueline is next, and she just tapped in. And then we have the lovely Nayla. Nayla, are you here? And then Alicia, are you here? Platinum Girl, are you here? And Kanura, are you here? You are our lightning round audience. So I know that Jacqueline is here. Alicia is here. Okay, excellent. So would you like Alicia or Jacqueline? We have Jacqueline. My sister's coming to town. Dad's ashes this weekend. Oh, okay. I can actually do this one, some mantras if you want.
Okay.
And then Alicia is, can I ask a question? Alicia, ask your question. So while you're asking your question, I will do Jacqueline's. Does that sound good?
Sounds great.
Okay, Jacqueline. Spraying Dad's ashes. Any mantras or colors to help me get through this weekend? All right. Well, the best colors to wear during an eclipse, believe it or not, are actually dark blues and blacks. That's eclipse energy, things like that. If you're doing this on a Saturday during the eclipse, you'll want to be very gentle with each other because they don't recommend getting together or having big events or big things during eclipses because they do carry an energy with them. So make sure that the energy is light, especially if you choose to do it this weekend. If you can do it on a Sunday, that would be better than Saturday. Okay, just astrologically speaking. And okay, I'm getting a lot of fogginess in and around this event. Okay, first I got Neptune. This is the rose-colored glasses. There might be a lot of expectations or how you think things are going to go, but they're not going to go well. And then I got the South Node. That's a big no card. That's part of the eclipse energy. Okay, so it says there will not be success from. There might be some issues in and around this. Okay. And then I got the Seven of Cups, which tells me that there's a lot of fogginess in and around this meeting. That's not unnatural because that's what eclipses do. And it is Sunday. Good. Be careful during prep day. Okay, because again, it's not good to have these events in and around eclipses. Okay, because that is when a more negative energy comes into the scene. Okay, so it's important that you try not to allow circumstances of the day to unnecessarily fog you or keep you from seeing reality, because that's what eclipses do. That's Lauren's energy. Okay, well, just know that heads in the clouds, not really able to make a decision. Things might not work out very well, and they're not really seeing reality. Okay, reality is very important when you're making big decisions like this. So when it comes to eclipses and things like that, you have to practice caution. Okay, I got how it was going to go. I got that you're going to need to really tap into your strength. It's got strength reversed. And then I got Five of Pentacles. So this is kind of not going to be the best outcome. Okay, so it's important that you protect your energy. You just kind of prepare for some of those disappointments and know that it's coming from someone who is literally being led by the eclipse. You know, whenever I have a friend or a family member whose moon is being eclipsed, I have to give them some space to work through that because I need to realize that they're being tested in a big and karmic way. She feels guilty that she didn't help. Okay, I've been wearing amethyst. That's actually a very good thing to have. That's good for Shanti. Okay, gotcha. So that's the narcissistic energy. So just know that that's not realistic. Okay. So good to know. All right. So the energy there is not going to be great. So you're already picking up on that. And because it's near an eclipse, it's going to be like extra. Okay. It's going to be like she wants to put her guilt on the situation. Okay. So it's important that you guard your energy. If you absolutely have to have it this weekend, guard your energy. If you can postpone it, that would be best for you and for Dad, to be honest, because it's just not the best timing. Okay. So again, prepare for it. Know that the person's not seeing reality. And oh my goodness, I am sending you lots of love as you try to work through that energy. I'm going to go ahead and give you a good mantra, and you can tune in tomorrow. I've got some great mantras for Saturn moving into Pisces, which is going to kind of push through some of these illusions that we're seeing. Okay, and this is very simple. Om Pram Prim Pram Sa Shanishwaraya Namaha. Om Pram Prim Pram Sa Shanishwaraya Namaha. Om Pram Prim Pram Sa Shanishwaraya Namaha. And as you do that, they're saying that if there's any crows in your area, find a way to feed them. and then say the mantra to them. And then Shani can take up your offering and provide a little more protection around you as you get around this energy. So just tap into it and it's like extra. Okay. It's going to be extra during the eclipse. Okay. And you're the funny one. Okay. Sounds good. So just kind of try to bring your lighthearted spirit into it and not take things too personally, because it's going to be not the best. Okay. And if you get up during meditation time, that's between 4 and 6 on that day, that they can provide you with some shielding and some light. You'll want to sage yourself ahead of time as well to protect your energy, and do not take on the energy of those around you. No, but it's not yours, it's theirs, because they're not seeing things clearly. Okay, sweetie? Whew. And you do have birds there. Yes, that is a lovely remedy for both Saturn and Ketu. So there you go. And if you tap in tomorrow, I'll go ahead and give you some more. Okay, sweetheart? I hope that was helpful. So Alicia has been waiting. Yay. All right, let me find your question, Alicia, if you asked one.
Yes. It was about career.
Okay.
It was, yep. What's coming in my career next, and guidance for career. So the first card that I pulled for you, Alicia, was the Knight of Wands, which is swift action. I don't know what you do. It does feel like a few things are going to be coming in your direction, or in your department, or in your list of responsibilities. They may be unexpected, but it feels very much like you have the ability to work with them. So this feels like it's in your realm of responsibility. Somebody may be asking you to start thinking about something, because I got the 7 of Cups, which is about dreams and desires. I'm curious as if they're thinking about a new process. They want you to try something new. They want your experience and your perspective to be able to offer and some assistance. So this is one of those things that if someone is asking for your opinion and for you to think about how things are done, go ahead and do that. I understand that there may be some resistance from that, because I have the Hanged Man reversed, which is resistance. Because if somebody tells you to, well, think about all of the possible things, what is it that what's the best way to do this? I get that there may be some resistance, because you may not necessarily trust the people who are asking you. I understand that completely. Understand that you can still dream, and you can still tell them what you think. Think it through, because these last 2 cards, as it relates to career, is really wonderful. I have family abundance again, the 10 of Pentacles. So from a career standpoint, yes, sometime. Yeah. And it feels very much like the group that you work with, you get along well with. I think you might get along well with your supervisors. But remember, we started with a Knight. We started with the Knight of Wands, and we end with the Knight of Cups, which is inspired pursuits. So that's pretty nice, because there is a doing. There's a doing in both of these. So, things are moving quickly, but then you get inspired, and for entertainment purposes only, I'm wondering if you're going to be having some opportunity to do something new where you are. There could be an opportunity to position you for a chance to try something out, move departments, move positions, take on some new responsibilities. And I get the resistance to that, or the hesitation. But check in, find out the details. But overall, it feels pretty good. And this idea of the resistance, the Hanged Man upside reversed, that's what happens. oftentimes in places of employment. I used to be in management. I would spend all of my time dealing with staff members' resistance because they may not believe me. And I'm like, okay, here's what I know. That's all I can tell you. I don't know what else to do. And so, but I wish you the best. It feels pretty good. So there you go.
Hey, well, thank you for joining us, Alicia. And she agrees. Yes. Okay. We appreciate you for sharing your energy with us. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. We'd love to hear back from you and see how you're doing. As new things happen for some reason, maybe something good is going to happen.
That is well said. That's well said, Alicia. I like the way you think.
There you go. She says helps a lot.
You're welcome.
We can't have too much Gerald, guys. All right, we have one person left. Layla and Platinum Girl have not checked in. If you are here, please do so. Last call. Kanura, I went ahead and pulled some cards for you. I would like to know what's coming for me for love in April. Is it a good time to download a dating app? Absolutely not. Venus is retrograde and part of an eclipse. So, and it's also in Mercury retrograde. So on an astrological forefront for entertainment purposes only, it's a no. Then I pulled cards and I got Aquarius, which tells me you are a very innovative person. You understand tech, you understand how it works. You are looking for something outside of the box when it comes to relationships. And I'm the same way. I've got an Aquarian moon. It's my emotional state. But I got the South Node. I got there will not be success from this. Okay, this is not a good time for you to move into something new or to start something innovative. Okay, when it comes to finding the love of your life, okay, that fits your journey right now. Have strength and know that it will move forward for you. Okay, so you see this beautiful woman, but this tells me that you're a very strong person. You're standing on your own and you really understand how things are working in your particular environment. And because of that, I got Victory card. You are a very accomplished person. And so I was like, okay, if this is her energy, she's strong and she's accomplished and she's done all of these amazing things, then what will be the outcome of this? I got the Seven of Swords. This is the Thief card. A lot of dating apps, you have to be real careful. Okay, she says, I've been doing a lot of self-love and manifestation. Well, that's what I'm picking up here. You are manifesting. You are self-loving. You are getting ready to attract the right person for you. But this also attracts thieves. Okay, it's kind of like you're a queen in her castle surrounded by treasure. Beware of these guys. Okay, they're there to steal your stuff. Now, as someone who tried online dating back in the early 2000s, I can tell you that you have to be very, very discerning regarding who you date on some of these apps. Okay, and what I got was you're very successful, you're very strong, you have a lot of innovative ways to get things done. But then I got this K2 card, which tells me the eclipses are going to keep you from attracting the right energy right now. Take a step back, do you, and continue to do the work that you've been doing. But know that right now, because of the energies coming our way astrologically, you're not going to attract the best people. You're going to attract people who don't want to share your energy and support your energy. You're going to attract people who want to steal your energy. Okay? But I would love to share my love with someone and grow together. I completely agree with you. That is in the cards for you, darling. But have strength, because now is not the right time. So just continue to do the work, continue to do your manifestations to self-love, and you will attract that energy. But as of right now, signing up for the dating apps is going to lead to guys stealing your energy, your time, and even your money. Okay? That is the main energy that I got in and around you. And it's just guys protecting you and that beautiful energy that you created for and around yourself. Okay? Know that this is not uncommon, especially with Venus retrograde during an eclipse. Okay? And again, for entertainment purposes only, that is the energy that I'm getting from the female collective right now as well. Because a lot of women who have protected their energy for many years are feeling a little, I would love to share this with someone. You got to make sure that they don't just run off with it and use it to manipulate and hurt other women. Okay.
I want to jump in there with something because I have the Two of Swords reversed. You are a truth seeker. You're not one to take any crap, and you're pretty creative. You understand this. You're innovative. I don't think you need a dating app. Just saying.
Well, she says, well, did you get any energy on when my person will come? Not right now. And the reason you're kind of feeling this is because of the eclipse energy. It tends to ruffle our feathers a little bit. I got the Four of Swords. Rest on it. Do you. Don't rush into anything. It will come, but you just need to create your own nest, rest in it, enjoy, do that self-care, because that is being fully supported right now. Okay. And you are very creative. That's why I got Aquarius. That's why I got, yeah, we know that. So just do you, focus on that beautiful creativity, because that is a beautiful way to channel Venus. Gerald actually has a new show about channeling your creativity that you might want to look up. Just go to TarotStache and you can look up all of his channels. He's super creative, like on acid. We love him. But you want to maybe tune into that and maybe channel some of that energy that you're feeling with sharing with another person into your creative pursuits and talents right now until that is ready. It will be. They're just asking you to sit in a time of rest.
Continue to do the meditations that you're doing.
Yeah.
Because the end result is a family abundance. It's the 10 of Pentacles. So don't try to rush it, but also part of the intention about doing those meditations, if you want to add a little bit of magic to it, experience how it's going to feel when you have someone that shares your love and your creative endeavors, and someone who enjoys your energy. What's it going to feel like? Don't put a picture to it, but just understand what that feeling is, because that, when you meditate on that, really augments the power. So there you go.
That's fabulous advice, Gerald. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
And so we hope that was helpful, Kamara, and we're sending you lots of love as you go through that. And we are done, Gerald. So
Yay.
is there anything you would like to announce before we sign off?
Everybody, please subscribe to the channel, because when you subscribe to the channel, I do my posts and I tell people where I am, and I am finalizing shows for April and May. So I'm looking forward to that. So come along.
Yes, and you will not regret the journey, because we call them cowbell in the community for a reason, and it's because
everybody needs
more cowbell.
More cowbell. And I would say if you're going to need a laugh, if you want to, okay, so the next eclipse is that on Saturday?
The 29th, yeah.
29th. So if you want to say, farewell eclipse, you could join the Rock, Paper, Scissors on Friday, and it's caffeinated and unfiltered, where we are going to be terribly blunt.
Sounds good.
So,
and you guys are very welcome, and thank you for sticking with us. We appreciate you all.
Yes.
Oh, you're such a wonderful audience. And I will be on tomorrow morning. I will be doing Saturn in Pisces. I'll go ahead and show you the banner for that. Let's see if I can find it. I actually have a lot of thumbnails that I create now, because Jane was like, make more thumbnails, and I'm like, okay. And this one was for Jane. This was just for you. I'll be under here until it's over. I thought that was kind of cute. But yeah, I would talk about Saturn and Pisces, as well as the eclipses. That's, Elon's rocket going off with all our money, and how we can welcome reality and try to take care of ourselves moving forward. So I'm going to be doing this by sign, and I created the images myself. They're from my deck. So you guys are going to get a little sneak peek into some of my deities tomorrow. I took the backgrounds out from some of them, but yeah, you'll get to see what I've been working on, and I'd love your opinion on them as well.
I'm good.
Okay. So anyways, please like, share, and please subscribe to Astrological and TarotStache. And we are sending you tons of love, and please join me next Wednesday. I will have the lovely Jane from Jane the Secret Tarot on. Yay, we can't have too much Jane either. I adore her. And sending you guys lots of love. Please like, subscribe, follow. See you later. Take care.
Bye.
Twist and turn.